We need to interrupt our report for a report from Dan Rather in Port-au-Prince, a late development. Dan Rather reporting live in Port-au-Prince. Dan?
Connie, a considerable activity has been underway here in Port-au-Prince over the last few minutes while we've been on the air. Now, here's what we know, what we don't know, and here's what we think is happening. I want to make very clear, Connie, that no one can say with certainty that this is the jump-off for the United States-led invasion, but the following things have happened. There was a low-flying aircraft, we believe a C-130, very low over Port-au-Prince just a short while ago. A total of 6 parachutes have been seen coming down very near downtown Port-au-Prince. 2 of them were near the Montana Hotel, which faces out on the port. At least 1 was very near this hotel where we are, which is a little further back. There are reports of U.S. aircraft landing at the Port-au-Prince airport and offloading equipment. We have not had any confirmed report about this, but there are reports from various sources that there are U.S. aircraft at the Port-au-Prince airport at this moment. Now, these are the kinds of things that generally are indicative when a large military force begins to kick off its main operation. But again, Connie, I want to underscore, as is always the case in the beginning stages of something like this, we cannot say for sure what is happening. One of the things, of course, is that with any military commander on offense, feint is an important part of his tactical arsenal, if you will. And the United States-led forces over the last few days have been increasing the number of psychological moves they have made against the Haitian armed forces. This could, let me underscore the word, could be just a continuation of that. On the other hand, when you have low-flying aircraft, parachutes drop, reports of transport planes at the airport, naturally anyone covering this kind of situation would go to a high alert status. Now that's the situation as of this moment. We've had no confirmation of any kind from anybody's military. As you know, Connie, Lieutenant General Raul Cedros, who is the top military commander of the Haitian forces, was here, seated right next to me just a few minutes ago, and he left here. And by the way, he left with the colonel, who is no worse than the second-ranking man in the junta, which is the center of the current Haitian government. Now, I haven't heard any aircraft in the last, let me say, 5 or 6 minutes. We're trying very hard, Connie, to confirm what it is that's happening at the Port-au-Prince airfield. We have heard no gunfire. I repeat, we've heard no gunfire whatsoever over the last few minutes. In fact, we've heard none at all any time today or tonight. Now, once the U.S.-led invasion force comes into Haiti, as everyone expects it will do, the 2 main immediate theaters of operation were expected to be Port-au-Prince, the capital, where there's the main port and the main airfield, and then Cape Haitian. Now, I don't know whether we have a map available at the moment, but those of you who are familiar with Haiti, Port-au-Prince is in kind of the center of the country, if you will. Cape Haitian is on the far north coast, and Cape Haitian is the 2nd largest city in the country and is widely assumed to be and presumed will be the 2nd main target of any U.S.-led attack. Connie, that's pretty much what we know at the moment.
All right. And Dan, one other thing, the presidential palace, of course, is located in Port-au-Prince. As I understand it, the Haitian army consists of 7,000 members, but the 1,000 around the presidential palace, there are barracks right there, are the key members of the army that might defend the presidential palace. Isn't that correct?
That is correct, Connie. And look, there are a lot of scenarios possible. One scenario would be that you drop parachutists and you try to move immediately on the presidential palace and secure it right away. I want to emphasize once again that in this case, I'm giving you what is a possible scenario, not what we know is happening at the moment. And when we talk of a 7,000-man Haitian army, Connie, there are any number of military observers from other countries, not the United States, in Haiti, who say they think that even that number might be inflated. Nobody believes that the Haitian armed forces can put up very much resistance to an overwhelming U.S. force when and if that U.S. force really comes in. I think it's fair to say, Connie, that there are a lot of signs tonight that the U.S.-led military operation is at the very minimum raising its level of activity. Beyond that, at this particular moment, we really can't go.
All right. Dan Rather, reporting live from Port-au-Prince. Thank you, Dan. We'll get back to you if we have further updates on the situation in Haiti. We'll be back with more in just a moment.